Yes, we thank Baba God that will give us the opportunity to come your way again today, will be Tuesday, to give you yet another wonderful insighting that is something people say you go gain from, because anything we get to do with property, anything we get to do with real estate now, and you go the hear am with engineer Debo. Plus me, she follow the way go be in supporting striker to make sure so we carry na enter the permanent site. Issues with ladies and property, women and property. Now we been deal with last week. Yes, we dealt with that, but this time around we won't go to something brand new, terrible. Oshara, no be my mouth to go hear am. Yoruba people go talk say enoni kan Latin gbokpon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief.
Yes, now.
How are you this morning?
What's the English of enoni kan Latin gbokpon?
In fact, I wanted to ask you what is even the interpretation of
because today is World Literacy Day.
Illiteracy Day.
International Literacy Day.
So we should be learning today. So what is enoni kan?
Enoni kan.
What is kan? And then what is kan?
Enoni kan Latin gbokpon.
So what is kan?
And what is pong?
Exactly.
It shows that you are showing something. So the one that thing do pong, na person wey show where I'm now.
What is the con that you are chewing?
Enoni kan. Maybe na person wey dey shop alakan.
You know even you yourself you need to go and do research.
Give me the English of enoni kan Latin gbokpon so that we
it
go.
Is the mouth of the con owner
that we hear
pong. I mean, what else would be the English?
Okay.
Good morning, our viewers. How are you and how have you been? I hope that you've been enjoying yourself. Rainy season is back a bit. Yes. I think the break is over. Yeah, I see that a number of our viewers have been reaching out whether to find out one thing or the other and all of that. So please keep getting in touch. The best way, like I keep saying, is just send a WhatsApp message. Some of them have been trying to call. I'm mostly in meetings. Sorry, please. It's not for trying to avoid you. It's just for lack of time. I prefer that you send chats, messages, because then I can catch up at any time and reach out to you.
Everything about you now, money. You prefer to say check.
If they can say check too, just put it in my name.
That means there's good money in real estate.
In the name of the company, you know.
There's good money in real estate.
I don't understand. Why do we wake up to go to work?
If not for the check.
So if they want to send check, they should, please. Okay.
It's good,
and yes, like Chief said, today, okay, we'll be discussing the attractiveness of real estate investments. The attractiveness of real estate investment. IB say real estate, they attract people. Why? Why it be like that, number one? And then in this particular time, why is it so attractive? And what are the things to pay attention to? Okay, so we'll be drawing our attention to that. If you've missed any of this episode, we've been on this for over a year now, okay? So I would encourage if you've missed any of our episodes, you go to WAP TV YouTube channel, look out for Property Matta and enjoy yourself. Just binge on it, okay? Just sit down, buy popcorn and be enjoying it after this episode. You have lots and lots and lots to catch up on. I tell you that. So, attractiveness of real estate investment. Chief, you know why this is even a very important topic for now? From what I'm seeing around in the environment, okay, real estate appears to be one of the, as it is normally by its nature, one of the investment, if not the major one, that is still interesting and attractive to people now that can afford it.
Why it talk so?
Okay. Now, before, people go say, treasury bill, this one, that one.
Shares.
Treasury bill, don't rate
people
now.
Buy share, crash
or shares. Rate now for treasury bill, don't. And people where they make money for shares now, they say they make, but the people where sabiam, where no one, where sabi do waiting they want to, or in terms of trading, or people where they invest based on fundamentals, they are not trading. They just buy that share. This company is very good. That's very strong fundamentals and they are buying it for future, not that they want to be trading it.
Yes.
But you see,
some people, that is what you talk of the obo to their cost. Their names are always there.
But you see, people who normally just invest more money here and there and things like that, you know, or just save money. So they put it in treasury bill. They are looking for, you know, about 2 or 3 years ago, treasury bill was as high as 18 17, 19% at an instance. But right now, it's less than 10%. Far less than 10% in most cases, Now, not too long ago, I think earlier around June, there was a news publication that about 34 million Nigerians will lose their jobs. By the Bureau of Statistics figures alone, I don't know how many Nigerians are even well employed.
Gainfully employed.
Well employed even. There is difference between when you are employed as per how you should or you are underemployed.
That's what we call in economics employment and underemployment. There's underemployment.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When you said that's what you call in economics. Economics is the only new thing you introduced to that thing.
But that's where they taught us. Is in economics they taught us.
It's economics, I understand. No, I'm just joking. So there is underemployment, there is employment. You understand?
How many people are even gainfully employed?
If you even had all of that together, how many are? Both underemployment and the real employment itself. Not to now talk of 34 million losing their job. Probably, I want to think that would be like almost half. It is on record that during this COVID period, there are organizations, and I'm not joking, I won't mention names definitely. There is a particular organization that I had laid off 85% of their workforce.
Waiting remain. Now, sweeper go remain.
Now, so that was like in June. Not too long ago, last week, the news was all over town that CBN had reduced interest rates from around 3%, interest rate on savings account from around 3-point-something% to 1.25%.
So there's no gain in saying you want to leave your money in the bank again because interest rates it don't reduce.
No, even at the 3-point-something%, it was not
reflecting.
Not to not over 1.25. You know how fine, how bad that is. Let me paint the picture for you. Inflation rate. The last time I checked, I'm not too sure of the current rate now, it's about 12-point-something. 12-point-something. I'm sure by the time we get the inflation rate for this month, with all of these increases that we've come to experience, it will be huge. Probably it will be around 13-point-something now.
Sure.
Because food inflation particularly has gone off the hook. With all of this increase in tariff,
of rice,
electricity tariff
for good
increase. You know the good one, you know the bad one.
I'm in Nigeria. I know funny. I know everything. So I buy rice yesterday. The Rika is 500.
Okay, on your way home, Mama already said you buy rice.
Now me they buy and come back buy me.
Who should not buy you?
I know our bag. Our bag is 16 dirika. There's quarter is 16 dirika.
You even know the measurement.
I'm saying if person no get money, must get brain.
It must get brain.
Then 16 drink is quarter bag.
Meat in corner, you dey buy.
And they buy meat. I sabi price meat. Where if they cut meat like this, they go first tell you 2,000. You must bring it is 1/4 would they take buy meat. The meaning of 1/4 is if they tell you 2,000,
you say 500.
You go come first. You go say ọkùnrin láì so obìnrin. Ẹ̀sán àmúni 1-2. You now come back to 700. So when you call me, I know how much is Ìlàrin ìdajì. If person wan buy,
they still dey do Ìlàrin ìdajì.
It dey.
Òróró. They still dey do that. With all of this liter
kini bí ọba so say person no go the sachet onu all those ones na 100 naira. I no wan advertise for anybody 100. I the Ìlàrin say maybe person no get Ìlàrin ìdajì. Bottle that green bottle. If you wan buy that you dey learn now.
See I got it.
Go lọ́jà. Even na salt the packet on 350.
You know so. Okay, wetin you no come know. You dey cook sef by yourself now.
At the end there is love.
It's love, I mean.
Yeah, so very love.
No, there's even nothing wrong in cooking, but as I see you when you don't master all the ingredients.
Ẹja kíká.
The kíká dey. The long one dey.
Panla ẹja kíká panla that òṣùká gan na inde dey.
Òṣùká gan.
Àbí ọkọ mi ò serious.
Ọkọ mi ò serious.
Because you know cost, that's why they call am ọkọ mi ò serious. Then 3 na he go dey for Ilekan na 250.
Abeg chief, let's go to the topic of the day.
That 250 one don turn to 350 now. So you are right.
Okay, can you imagine food inflation, you know? So if inflation, for example, is already around 12-point-something% per annum, if you are now saving your money in the bank and they are giving you 3-point-something or 1.25 now, you know what is happening? Your money is losing value. That's what is happening.
Because we've not talked of bank charges.
Because the interest they are giving you, exactly, they will still take stamp duty and everything from you. The interest they are giving you cannot even cover for the rate at which inflation they happen for town.
Ben.
So when you collect your money after 1 year, your money cannot buy what it used to or what it could buy when you put it inside that bank with the interest.
Correct.
So there is, I used to say it, I've said this for years now, there is nothing safe in a savings account.
In fact, one of my kini where they listen, Matthew Ashimolu, he says it's called shavings account. Shavings account for shaving stick. Well,
for shaving stick.
Yeah, that's what he calls it.
Okay. Well, there's nothing safe in savings account. You must save though, but saving is not an end in itself. It's not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. That's how you must treat it.
It's been interesting. It's been explosive. That is, Engineer Adebo don't first take us through the journey of things with the shell as far as investment they concern. Say, well, the old ways of investment, be like say person need to learn the new ones now. If not, your money go just the dance as from one corner. So therefore, so what are the attractiveness of real estate investment?
It's even good if the dance as onto. If your money is reducing, I'm sure it's not as onto.
Galala like the dance with that brother don't take. Galala, you go back like this. Galala.
The dance. You can imagine. So Galala. Very important. And like Chief said, you can see why you probably need to invest. So why should it be real estate? You know why? Real estate has been adjudged to be one of the best stores of value. Best stores of value. What do we mean by that? Best store of value means that real estate is one of the asset class that you can put your money, and after a while, when you get it back, it will be able to have the same purchasing power, or most of the time even more than when you put it there. What do I mean? It would have been able to hedge against whatever inflation rate is, and also the major challenge. There are two challenges: inflation rates and exchange rates. You know, foreign exchange rates. Okay. Real estate is one asset class that when you invest your money there, like let's say, take the case of Nigeria now. In 1980 thereabout or 1979, we understand that there was it was $2 to a naira.
Sagari.
It was $2 to a naira. Obasanjo to Shagari, 79, 88,
then.
And 79 to 80. It was $2 to a naira, right?
Then.
Now, as at yesterday, I think dollar had gone to, in the parallel market, I think it was 420 or something. It came down from 470 or something. You know, so if we take it that way, it means that ordinarily for $2, it will be 840, right? Now, meanwhile, before it was just 1 naira in 1979 or 1980. So, store of value is that if I put that my 1 naira then in something, and I'm able to get today that I want to now realize it, and I'm able to get something like about 900 naira or 1,000 something today, then that means that thing is a good store of value. Because what it has enabled me to do is that it has enabled me to still equal the value of dollar now.
Maybe like say they even take them far. Because what me they look be say, if you see those people where build house in that Sagari type, that Sagari time, when they build house, the houses is still there for a solo, still there for a better.
Yes, now.
And these houses today,
you still see millions of naira.
The children are still parading themselves as the new landlord, and they are cashing out.
Of course now. So that's why I'm just trying to use the smallest example to explain it. So that's why it's good to invest in real estate. Rather than, you remember what we talk about, putting your money in a savings account as if that is the end in itself, just putting it there. You think that you are making money, that you are not making, the value will just be, you can imagine if you put your money in a bank, 1 naira in the bank since 1979, and you want to collect it now, there is no way it will be near 840. There is no way it will be near 840.
I remember those of us where you go buy Sagari type that time. Maybe you remember the car where they call Sagari type.
Sagari type. I don't remember.
You know, I no one call the brand name. Sagari
no.
type. That thing, Oloye, that motor, that time, Sagari type. You remember?
Yes.
Two
I
door.
remember.
I can't remember. Some of the dogun, he don't rust.
No, na collection now it go be collectible.
No, collectible.
Yeah, now.
Kole Abola go take and shoot for daring. Abi fi gorin, abi ke one year. See, understand? Or museum na he go dey. But look at those wey get property that time, wey get house. So understand? Even make it be old story building that
anything.
time.
Even if the house is now obsolete, the ground dey there.
You know the funniest part? You just see one young property developer who just walk up to you. I will demolish in.
Yes, now
in
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And the land is still your own.
So that is why property is a place to invest, because it's a very good store of value. And one of the factors of a good store of value, we have Godwin from Gombe.
Godwin, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How you doing? How Gombe?
Gombe fine.
Okay, attractiveness of investing in real estate. Now we talk about Chukmouth.
Correct talk. Well, we talk about Shagari style and exactly. You know the main thing with real estate, particularly outside Lagos and Abuja, and this fear say you know which one you should trust. Which one be, for instance, there are many times your hard-earned money, you collect loan from bank, they tell you that they sell plots of social area, you took money there, the next thing you start hearing stories. In fact, that's the big risk. If not, like your guest said, there is no better investment than putting structure on ground, especially for a family man.
Very good.
You may establish your family, you have put money somewhere. Tomorrow they say, we don't finish. You have something to fall back on.
Now the risk aspect they talk about,
very
but
true.
no pain, no gain.
We actually will get there. We actually will get there because it is a very attractive place to put money. Do you understand? Yeah. There are things that you must also be conscious of, so that you.
I think it's still there.
Money unnecessary.
It's still there, sir. Has a role to play in this. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
You hear me? For instance, if you talk about these states like Gombe, like Bauchi, like all the states outside Lagos, you go see where people go carry their private money, go buy virgin land like this, open them up with roads, with all those amenities. All government needs to do in these other states, not the same kind of thing. Go to layouts, how people get into these areas, and then you can see people establishing themselves. When government does not take the lead in such things in other states, you won't get the kind of thing you're getting in Lagos and Abuja.
True.
Thank you.
Well, since the day for what he talk, because
thank you so much.
Yeah, they look. I no go lie for you, engineer Adibo.
Yeah.
The thing is stress is too much for Lagos. If you see all this village where they come, all this Gombe or Yo or somewhere they talk, you will see fast land. One person go just. Maybe they tell me say for Oyo now they even beg me say make I come buy a whole full plot 120 naira. I'm sorry, 120,000. A whole full plot 120,000 for where don't develop new. Turn on one day for university kini oruko school àwọn Ajayi kini dey there.
Ajayi Crowder.
You understand? And once the place develop and you just see one person like he talk, just one individual, maybe where he get maybe say 7 or 8 million to play with, he will just buy the whole place, build estates, and the so-called bank boys in Oyo who don't want to mingle among Abule or you don't want to stay in Agbole, they are renting the place and the business is doing fine. So I think we should look outside Lagos. Not be everything. When we are saying real estate, like Godwin rightly said, everything where they do our mind now Lagos.
Real
estate is doing fine.
It's not just Lagos and Abuja. A lot of people are actually playing real estate outside of these major cities.
They are doing fine.
Yes, they are doing fine. But you see, the thing about investment and money is that money goes to where it is regarded the most. Where it is rewarded the most. That's just
for that place, 4-bedroom flat, that place where they talk. 4-bedroom flat is 250.
You can imagine.
Agreement, everything will finish.
You can imagine. So the only benefit that man is getting is that land is cheap because the cost of construction, if he is not even careful, it may be more expensive in Oyo than in Lagos. Because if he wants good workmen, he may have to transport them from Lagos and house them in Oyo to get those things done.
State of the art building.
You know, if they have any, I don't know if they have granite or something around, or maybe that may be cheaper. I don't know. Maybe that one may be cheaper. But the sand and all of those things will still be like the same thing. So at the end of the day, you will now ask himself if he's doing investment analysis to say that if I invest my 1 million in Oyo and I'm making 50,000 versus if I invest it in Lagos and I'm making 100,000, where should I invest?
But inflation rate too in Lagos is carrying the whole 100,000 now because in Oyo now, you say understand, Eja would see it's visa because in Oyo a lot of every jẹun.
Which embassy they go when they collect visa?
visa be one pay. See in Oyo now a lot of every jẹun, a lot of transportation and everything.
If it's based in Oyo, maybe.
If it's based in
if it's based in Lagos.
Because owó Èkó ní gbé person go see 100,000 lóòótọ́ but at the end of the day wetin you want to show for 100,000 if person dey collect 100,000 if I dey collect 100,000 for Oyo now they go don give me shift ẹ̀sìn ó ti joyè pàtàkì
ṣe
oyè gidi so you understand.
májò bàjẹ́ ọ̀bọ̀yọ̀
bàláàfin gún wà àjìrọ̀bà yìí náà
for the 100,000
àbí aláàfin pikin náà they go don àjìràláàfin where I go dey wear agbada one
ọ̀bọ̀yọ̀ empire.
This month where you go get plate number.
Say, Ajiroba one.
So understand. But these Lagos, even making a collect 400,000, you know people be Ajuri councillor, Ajuri local government chairman, like they know.
I can understand you actually. I can understand you. However, you see, so like Godwin said, real estate investment is attractive, and that's why a lot of people go there. And like I was trying to explain, it's attractive because it's a very good store of value. It's one place you put your money and you can get your money back with the purchasing power, with the earning power still intact, with the value still intact. Why? Because three things work for a store of value. A store of value will help you hedge properly against inflation, would help you hedge against foreign currency fluctuation.
That you talked about.
And lastly, a store of value, one of the reasons why it's good is that it's not easily produced. The production is not inelastic, as in you can't just continue to produce it. It's not, the supply is not inelastic, it's controlled. And that's the thing about real estate. Real estate is fundamentally based on land. And land, you can't increase the number of land per se like that. Yes, you can fill the ocean, but you also cause tsunami somewhere. So it's limited. And the earth, the size of the earth has remained the same. Fixed. Since it was created, right? Fixed. So, and people continue to increase. We are now approaching 8 billion, meaning that demand continues to increase, but supply, is controlled, is limited. So that's why price will continue to go up, and that's why real estate is
be important.
Exactly, it's a very good investment vehicle. But next week, because I think our time has gone now, next week we'll continue on this topic. And what I will now talk about is the dangers, what to watch out for.
I think that's where Godwin
that's why Godwin was going to. What to watch out for when you are investing in real estate, particularly in this time, because there are a lot of things I see around. You don't want to miss next week. There are a lot of these investment schemes that are making people that are not so
everybody is now into real estate,
that are not so buoyant to be able to invest in real estate. But a lot of them are very, very dangerous, and I must warn you. Okay, you don't want to miss next week so that you can be equipped with the things to help you and guide you into your real estate investment.
Okay, thank you very much. If you are a property owner, real estate owner, we have a lot of them around. Feel free, this show is good for you. Come, let us talk about you to the whole world. Everybody must definitely hear what you they do. So if you know, say, as they watch us, you get one big estate, website, the manager, Tabi your guy, the manager. Talk about Property Matta on WAP TV with time, and we'll be here. We'll be ready to do business with you. We'll come your way same time next week again. Remember, I say real estate too, a very good thing. Property, a very good thing. We'll continue to appreciate.
Yes,
bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.